Hi guys, welcome to Souls No Evolution. Thank you for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your guidance message for Friday the 20th. Is it the 20th? No, Friday the 22nd, oh my gosh. Until Sunday the 24th of May 2020. And this covers the Gemini new moon. We already have the Ace of Cups on the table. I'm going to leave that there because I wasn't really into the reading, but it already came out. But yeah, we've got the new moon in Gemini on the 22nd. It may differ depending on where you are in the world. Now, this new moon is always a great time for you to set your intentions for the month, the 6 months, the year ahead. Now, the fact that this is a new moon in Gemini, it's linked to socializing. There is a focus on culture, communication. So this would be a great time for you to be setting your intentions surrounding all of those areas. It's also a good time for you to be thinking about how you communicate with yourself, how you communicate with others in your external world, with your social group, but also how you share information. Gemini is air energy, so it's all about information. We have the Two of Wands for your energy. Let's look for the energy playing out for the next couple of days. And there's a car alarm. Oh, it's just stopped. I was going to say there's a car alarm that started, but it's stopped already, so that's good. Right, so energy playing out for this new moon over this weekend. Oh, the Ten of Cups, beautiful. Right, and then challenge and or opportunity. Let's see what we've got going on. Wow, 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 wow. We've got the Lovers and the Five of Wands. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Right, okay, bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess. This is a bit of a wayward card, the Ace of Cups. It came out before I was ready, but I'm going to accept it. I'm going to accept it. Now, we've got your energy showing up as the Two of Wands, which in this particular rendition, it's like visualizing, imagining on a practical level, you know, what your aspirations are, what it is that you're passionate about, what you desire. Now, the two speaks about balance. It speaks about being at a crossroads, having some sort of choice or decision to make. So we've been having this energy showing up in the energy that represents you, like that sitting on the fence, not really wanting to move forward, not really wanting to, you know, go back to the old way. So I'm just feeling as though a lot of you out there could feel as though you're in limbo at the moment. That could have a lot to do with what's going on globally. It could have a lot to do with just where your inner energy is at the moment. Now, this Ace of Cups was the first card out. So it could be in relation to a relationship, a new emotional beginning, an emotional reset point. This can speak about self-love. But whenever we get an ace to me is like an opportunity. It's an inspiration, an initial spark that the universe is presenting. But, you know, opportunities, they come and go. It's for us to, well, it would be for us if we are wanting to, you know, express that opportunity on a deeper level, to harness this energy, to run with it, to embrace it, to do something with it. And the Wands cards are all about action. And as it stands, it's like your back is to this Ace of Cups. So there is something, it could be a spiritual pursuit, a creative pursuit, something that sets your heart on fire. It could be the opening of your heart chakra. This Ace of Cups can be represented in so many different ways. And these are general readings, so they get specific enough without me sort of pinpointing exactly what the energy is. It's for you guys to interpret. It's for you guys to incorporate this energy to whatever is unfolding in your own world. But you've got your back to whatever this Ace of Cups represents. And you may be, like I say, imagining, visualizing, thinking about, but on a practical level as to how you can take the steps towards whether it's a decision that you've got to make. But at the moment, you're not focused on this Ace of Cups. For some of you, you may not even know that it's there. You may be missing it because you're in, like I say, this visionary process at the moment. You may be thinking about how you can move things forward. You may be thinking about your aspirations and what it is that you need to take action towards. So that Ace of Cups isn't even in like your peripheral vision, if you know what I mean. It's kind of behind you. But the funny thing is that in this particular, the way the cards are fallen, what you're looking at is the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is emotional contentment. It's happiness. It could be within a relationship. There's usually more than one person involved in this happiness, because at the end of the day, the Nine of Cups is like the solitary happiness. It's emotional fulfillment on a personal level. And when we reach that Nine of Cups, that's when we manifest the Ten of Cups. It's like our cup is overflowing and we can now share that with another. So the energy playing out for the next couple of days over this weekend, even longer than that because energy is fluid, is like some sort of emotional contentment. You could be thinking about family, like I say, envisioning this ideal of what a happy family means to you. We do have Venus now retrograding, and as I said in the reading, whether it was last week, the week before, I can't remember now, it spoke about you sort of re-idolizing what this energy means to you, understanding on a deeper level what it is that you truly want, recognizing where you may have settled in the past and what this vision actually means to you. So this is what you're focused on. But what you're not seeing is that there's an Ace of Cups that's being presented to you. Now, for us to get to the Ten of Cups, we need an Ace of Cups. This is the first card in the Minor Arcana Cups, what do you call them? Yeah, in the Cups cards. And this is the end point. So we've got like a whole cycle here. We've got the beginning and an end. So you may be looking at how you can restart an aspect of your emotional world. You may be looking at where, you know, you're looking for something to close out or transform in your emotional world. You're looking for some sort of renewal, a new beginning, whether this is within an existing relationship or, you know, a completely new one. But you don't want to be so focused on the end result that you miss the opportunity that's being presented for you or to you to actually get the ball rolling. Like I say, we would need that new beginning. We would need that self-love. You know, we'd need to fill our own cup before we can even get to this Ten of Cups energy. Now, the energy playing out for our challenge and our opportunity, we've got the Lovers card. So the Lovers, to me, is all about commitment of some kind. It used to be called the Choices card in like decks gone by, because the masculine and the feminine energy, they don't have to sort of represent individual people. It can be the inner feminine and the inner masculine within yourself that you have to bring into harmony. You have to bring into union before you can make a choice or make a decision, you know, coming from a place of love or coming from your soul. This can speak about soul connections if, you know, this isn't an internal process for you. It can speak about, like I said, commitments, unions, marriages, some sort of divinely guided relationship or emotional connection in some way. But this is coming out in our challenge and or our opportunity. So for some of you, like I said, you're looking at what this Ten of Cups energy means to me, what it means to you, this emotional contentment, fulfillment, happiness. And your challenge may be, like I say, that you need to bring all aspects of yourself into harmony so that you can make choices from your soul, choices from like a whole heart that's going to actually lead you to this Ten of Cups. Because like I say, we start off with the Ace that's being presented, which is an opportunity. It's a new beginning. It's that initial spark, that inspiration of what you can build with this Ace of Cups. But for you to harness the energy and, like I say, progress and to move through the cycle, you know, and move through the Ace of Cups all the way through to the Ten of Cups, it's, you know, it happens in incremental steps. We don't often have like a quantum leap where we're jumping from the Ace to the 10. We've got to go through that whole process. So for some of you, the challenge is inner harmony. It's finding that union within yourself, appreciating that union in yourself and making choices from a whole and happy heart. For others of you, this challenge or opportunity or this Lovers card represents another person. It represents an existing relationship in your life that you could be questioning. You could be looking at, well, how can we get to this? How can we achieve this Ten of Pentacles? Because it's next to the Five of Wands. And this Five of Wands can speak about an unstable energy. It can be a challenging energy to deal with. So for some of you, you could have challenges, not mega ones, because the Five of Wands is pretty minor in terms of the energy. but it's people jostling for position. It can be power struggles. It can be sort of petty arguments, or just an inconsistency within a union in some way. It can speak about competition, external interference for some, not everyone, but I'm just seeing a lot of people at the side of this relationship. So for some of you, like I'm saying, you are looking at how you can manifest this 10 of Cups energy within an existing relationship. Others of you that aren't in relationship are wondering what this means to you. You're wanting to define it. You want to see how you can, let's say, manifest this energy in your future. And it all comes and it all stems from you, like I say, finding that happiness, that harmony, that contentment within yourself, within your own soul. You know, they say, well, I don't know, but a lot of people kind of expect to go into a relationship and have the other person fill their cup. And that's exactly what this Ace of Cups is about. When in all intents and purposes, we should be filling our own cup up to, like, you know, to maximum capacity, to 100%. And we're then drawing in or attracting to us another person, our equal, our, you know, our opposite, that's done exactly the same. And then the two of you, as you come together, the next card would be the Two of Cups, and come together to be more than, you know, what you are in your individual state. But neither of you are lacking. Neither of you are looking to the other person on an emotional level to give you something that you feel as though you need, or you feel as though you're missing. So self-love here, self-union, is ultimately the first step to reaching this 10 of Cups energy. You've got the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Now, card number 2, and this is card number 2 as well. So the High Priestess speaks about using your intuition. It's about tuning into that spiritual connection that we all have. It's you being able to see or read a situation. It could be something to do with love. It could be something to do with an external partner or person that you're emotionally connected to. But it's your ability to read that person, that situation, you know, from a psychic level, that female intuition, that woman's inner knowing. So for some of you, I'm seeing this in like 2 different ways. And this isn't a prediction for all. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, leave it. And yeah, just take what does resonate from the reading. But for some of you, like I said, where this is external competition or external people outside of your relationship, then you would already know. This isn't a prediction. But like I say, you would already intuitively have your suspicions or your ideas about what you think is going on, whether you've had the evidence show up or not. This would be you, like I say, sort of being able to derive that information from the ethers. So this would be confirmation. For others of you, you're being asked to sort of tune in on a psychic or intuitive level to understand what it is that you need. On an emotional level, what you need to give to yourself, what you can then offer to somebody else, like I say, once your cup is full. Now, the High Priestess is linked to the moon. And I did say we have this new moon in Gemini. So there's socializing, it's about culture, it's about communication. There could be something in this about intuitively understanding how you can communicate your needs within a relationship or emotional situation that you're dealing with. I also mentioned it was about how you communicate, you know, verbally or even intuitively, how you communicate with other people in your external world, whether this is in your social group, whether this is within your emotional or romantic connections or partnerships. So for some of you where, let's say, communication isn't great, the Lovers card is ruled by Gemini. So we have the moon in Gemini, and we have, like I said, the new moon in Gemini on the 22nd. So a lot of this could be about how you communicate within your relationship. So setting intentions as you move forward to release the old way of communicating, to bring in new energy in terms of how you communicate love, how you communicate your emotions, your feelings, what's actually in your heart. So it doesn't bring about, like I say, this competitive spirit or energy within your relationships, within your unions. It's also about, like I say, getting your needs met. But if you are meeting your own needs and filling your own cup, that becomes a lot easier to do, because you're not going to take things as personally, on an emotional level. You're able to communicate clearly because you're coming from, whoa, this whole and centered place. Right, okay, well, that's loads. Let's see what we've got going on. Well, this one turned up right, so we'll get that first. We'll face up. You've got children. Your love life is being affected by children. So this could be actual physical children in a union that you have with somebody. It could be your desire, your want for children, let's say, and how you communicate that. We've got this Happy Families card here that's being expressed in the Ten of Cups that this Two of Wands character is sort of looking at. So for some of you, it's, well, how do you communicate your want, your desire for a family, your aspirations to sort of live this Ten of Pentacles life, and, you know, however that would show up or look for you, and it's going to be different for everyone. For others of you, this could go back to childhood issues or dealing with somebody that is immature. So it goes a million ways. These are general readings, so I don't want to kind of fix it to one description. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. We move those out the way. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Wow, well, I'm seeing this in a load of different ways. So for some of you, like I say, you are re-evaluating your emotional situation, your emotional connections, and there is an unrequited love situation here. And that is exactly what I was saying about self-love and filling your own cup, understanding what it is that you want and need, desire and deserve within a union is going to sort of put you on the path to building this Ten of Cups with somebody that truly deserves to be in a situation with you. For others of you, you're intuiting that, yeah, like I say, if this sort of external party situation resonates with you, you're understanding that there is an unrequited love situation that you're dealing with. For others of you, like I said, where you are envisioning what this Ten of Cups energy is in your world, and you are sort of taking the action steps or making personal choices and decisions to get you here, and you're coming from this place of an already full cup, then you are able to move your relationship forward in a very emotionally healthy way. Like I say, where you're making choices and decisions from a full and happy and contented heart space. You're connected to your soul. This is you tuning into your intuition, being able to communicate your needs, your desires, what it is that you want from this relationship in an effective way. And if that's the case and you're able to move your relationship forward, it may not mean like a ring in terms of engagement, but I'm just seeing your relationship is ascending to a higher level of commitment. That's the important bit. You're moving things forward. Things are naturally progressing in the way that you want them to. It could be moving in together. It could be an engagement, a physical engagement. It could just be taking it from boyfriend and girlfriend to, it could be taking it from, something uncommitted to something more committed, where you're going to be monogamous within this union. And then we have financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay. So that could be the cause of, like I say, any petty arguments or a feeling of competition that's happening within any unions that you guys are in, where you need to sort of focus on, or one party, it could be you, it could be the other person, needs to focus on bringing a level of stability, financial stability into their world, which sort of opens up and it creates space for freedom. When both of you are on the same page, then, like I say, we don't have this competition, this pettiness, these arguments that come up over, trivial matters. But again, would all be about you filling your own cup with this Ace of Cups here. So focusing on what you need to move your life forward before you focus on the relationship itself would be advantageous for those where this resonates. Right, wow, that was a lot. I'm going to pull one of these, whoa, and wrap this reading up. Well, that was easy. Let's see what we've got going on. Oh, we've got two. What do you desire? Yeah, well, that's exactly what this Two of Wands energy is. Like I said, it's that imagining, you visualizing what this Ten of Cups means to you. It says, you now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. And then we have noticed the signs, and that's this intuitive energy here. Yes, the signs you've been receiving are heaven sent. We drop feathers, coins and other signs upon your path to remind you that you're loved and never alone. So it's about paying attention to the coincidences, paying attention to that intuitive nudge or urge that you get that's sort of, you know, pointing you in a specific direction. A lot of the time we don't like our intuition because it doesn't always tell us what it is that we want to hear. But it's always going to tell you what you need for you to actually move forward, whether single, whether, you know, independently or within a relationship. So we can't ignore these signs. Right, guys, I hope this helped. It was a bit random today, but I hope you managed to get something from it all the same. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you soon.